Yo, what's up guys, Barrete back again for another episode. For the first time, I'm going to be showing you how to configure a basic network with one router, one switch, two VLANs, four computers using 192.168.0.0 with a CIDR of 25 on VLAN number 2 and 192.168.0.128 CIDR of 25 on VLAN 3. So without further ado, let's hop right into this. I'm going to be using router 1841. I'm going to be using switch 2960. I'm going to be grabbing four computers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to go over to my connectors, grab some straight throughs, starting at port 1 on the router, going to switch 24, port on the switch, and we'll grab computer, only Ethernet port there, port 1. Same thing on computer 2, port 2. Port 3. And port 4. This is our basic configuration that we're going to be setting up today. So let's get started. Open up the router, go to CLI, type no, hit enter again, type enable, type config T to get in that configuration mode. And from here, we are going to configure the router. We're going to start off by initializing that first port. INT F0/1 to get in there to manipulate it. We'll do no shut to turn it on. Let's change state to up. Now that it is on, we can exit out of there and go into INT F0/1.2. So the 1 right here is going to be port 1 with VLAN number 2. So let's go configure that right now. Let's type in encapsulation dot 1Q2 with the IP address that I stated earlier of 192.168.0.1 with a subnet mask of 255.255.255.128. And we will exit out of that and set up the next VLAN. INT F0/1.3. Again, that's port 1, VLAN number 3. And we will encapsulate that. 3 and IP address. We're going to switch it out over here and we'll go 129. Enter. And that should be good. So let's go configure the switch. Let's open up the switch, CLI, and let's get into the switch configuration. We will enable config T. We will initialize that port 24, F0/24. Now that we're in 24, we're going to switch that port to our trunk port. Switch port, mode, trunk, and then switch port, trunk, allowed, VLAN 2 and 3. We'll exit out of there, create our actual VLAN 2 before I just set up the preferences for it. VLAN 2 is now created, and we will add in our first computer and second computer into that VLAN right now with INT range F0/1 through 2. We'll switch port, setting it to access VLAN 2. We'll exit out of there and do the same thing for VLAN 3. And we will INT range 3 and 4, that third and fourth computer. That switch port access 3. And let's see if I did that right. Do show VLAN brief. And, oops, close it out. And it should show, yep, 1 and 2 in VLAN 2, 3 and 4 in VLAN 3. Perfect. So that is the switch fully configured. Now, let's go over and let's fast forward the time, make sure those are all good. Set the PC, desktop, configuration. Now, the IP address for this one is going to be 192.168.0.2. Subnet mask of 255.255.255.128. And that default gateway of 192.168.0.1. And we can check that by going over here, command prompt, ping 192.168.0.1. And we're getting a ping. Perfect. Now, PC number 2, configure it 192.168.0.3. Subnet mask, class C 128, and a default gateway of the same one that we just had. So 192.168.0.1. Close out of that and try to ping it. Ping 192.168.0.1. And it pings out, so that means we did it correctly. We'll go to PC number 3, desktop IP configuration. From here, we're going to type in our 192.168.0.130. Same thing here for the subnet mask, 128. The default gateway on this one is going to be 192.168.0.129. We're going to close out of here, command prompt, ping 192.168.0.129, and we get a ping. That's how you know you did it correctly. Close out of here and go to the last PC, desktop IP configuration. For this one, it's going to be 192.168.0.131. Subnet mask 255.255.255.128 with the gateway of 192.168.0.129. Go into the command prompt and we will ping it out. Ping 192.168.0.129, and we get a ping. Now, I want to ping from the fourth computer to the first computer. So I'm going to do ping 192.168.0.2 to see if we can travel all the way through, and we can. There is configuration of this basic, simple network. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.